Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's video is all going to be about the 7 healthy habits you can adapt this fall. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. First one is season declutter. With every new season, try your best to declutter, whether it's in your attic, your bedroom, your closet, under the bed. Try to declutter some items in your house that are no longer being in use or you no longer care for. And what I mean declutter is I do not mean throw out, I mean donate, give to other family members, things like that. This will create a healthy routine in order for you to stop spending your money on things you don't really need. So I always say when it comes to decluttering, it's technically seeing the reality of where your money is going. So I think the fall time is one of the best times to declutter because it's not as humid. It's one of the best times of the year to go through your sweaters, the items that are definitely bulky and taking up a lot of space in your closet, such as like the snow boots because winter is coming, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, the Halloween decorations. Start to declutter, go through all of that stuff. You will be amazed at how much money you have wasted in over the couple or past years with you always going to Home Goods or going to TJ Maxx around this time of year. It'll definitely have you thinking like, I don't need to go to Home Goods because look how much stuff I'm getting rid of. I don't need to add any more junk in my house. It took me at least 2 to 3 hours to get rid of the junk, so I'm not adding more junk into my house anymore. Cooking one-pot meals. Since the weather is cooling down, maybe it's time to start cooking and whipping up some warmer meals in the kitchen. Cooking one big meal in one pot, like pasta, or soup, things like that. This can save you some time and also save you some money. So cooking a one-pot meal requires like less ingredients, I would think. Like it's just tomato sauce, pasta, a little bit of herbs, and maybe some vegetables, and that's it. And then you have dinner for a couple of days, because when you make these one-pot meals, depending on the size of pot you use, there's always leftovers, so you can bring some to work with you for the next day, which will help you save some money on not eating out, along with you saving some dish time because you're not using a pan, a baking pan, you're not using a lot of dishes to create this one pot meal. You're just using one pot. So I have been incorporating this each night. We do not eat regular pasta. We eat chickpea pasta, black bean pasta, things like that. And I have been doing this once a week. It has been saving me a ton of time and a lot of money, because this cuts your grocery bill in half as well, because when you're eating leftovers the next day, you have less food to buy for the house. So a lot of food isn't going to waste. You're just technically living off of leftovers, and it's just a great way to save some time in the kitchen and to save some money. So it's always a nice little healthy habit to pick up this fall and winter. And I'm sure there are some one-pot summer meals. Just Google it, you guys. I'm sure you'll find some. If you're in a warmer area, you'll find some decent one-pot meals for those humid days. Go for a hike. When it comes to hiking, I'm not the biggest fan. I do not like hills, and I totally understand if you guys are like, nope. Trust me, I'm the same way when it comes to hiking in the summertime, springtime. I'm just like, I don't want to go. But there's something different when it comes to fall and winter. Like, if you guys ever been to Massachusetts in the fall, it is magical here. And I'm not just saying that because I was born and raised in Boston. I'm just saying that because I love the way that the leaves look. Even like me looking outside right now, my scenery is orange, red leaves, this yellow tree over there, there's a big maroon tree down there. It's just insane, and it makes me want to get out more. And with us exercising every day, we do 3 miles, like I always say, there's some times that we will go for a hike and clear our minds, leave our phones, in the car or whatever, and climb up these big hills and just look at the land that's around. Even on the highways, like just the fall weather is so magical, and I just can't get over how vibrant the colors are. It's also a great way to get those picture perfect selfies or like great family pictures, you know, and thinking like, all right, the cold weather isn't as bad as I thought it was, because I know a lot of people talk a lot of trash when it comes to cold weather, but there is beauty in every season. And I just think that when you go out in nature, either you're going for a hike or taking a walk, you're bound to realize that every season has its perks, I guess you can say. Get plenty of sleep. Since it's getting darker sooner, and I'll let you guys know, in Massachusetts, with it being in October right now, it gets dark around 4, 5-ish, and around 5 it's like pitch dark outside. So with this, you can create a better sleep schedule, because it's technically like already nighttime in your mind because it's dark out. So you can go to bed at 8 or 9, you know, set your timer and stuff and just head straight to bed. When it comes to the summertime, it is a little harder because in our area it doesn't get dark until like 8:30. So that's when your sleep schedule starts to be out of whack. But you can redo and get back to that sleep routine in the fall and winter. It is a little complicated in the beginning because your mind's like, no, I want to check Instagram, I want to check Facebook. But your mind is also saying, well, it's already dark out. What time is it anyways? Like, oh, okay, it's 8:30. All right, well, I have time to take a shower and then just head straight to bed. Lately, I have been going to bed exactly at 10, which is great because in the summertime, I was going to bed at like 1 to 2 in the morning, which is horrible, really, really horrible. So the fall is great to pick up that healthy habit of getting on a better sleep schedule. Spend more time with your kids/family. Now, I know I do not have any kids and I'm not close to family members at all. We live very far away from everybody. But I would say that when we do have kids, I have been thinking a lot more this past fall because I see a lot of fun fall activities that just require you being in the house and being in your own little environment. I see a lot of people coming out with really fun activities for the fall and for the winter months coming because we are all stuck inside. So this is going to be a very different year, especially for the kids, you know, with no trick-or-treating this year. It's probably like the first year ever, I think. And I would say that spend as much time as you can with your kids in the house. Especially with the fall weather. If you live where the leaves are falling, like where I'm at, you know, I remember when I was a kid, we used to pile up the leaves and put them in a big pile and jump into them. Do that with your kids. Have fun in the backyard. If you don't have a yard, maybe like collect certain leaves, collect pine cones. That's something that we did as well. We would collect little pine cones and put glue around them and put glitter, and then they will be like a little centerpiece or ornament for the upcoming holidays. You know, little DIY items you can do with nature. And I know that when I do have children, I will be doing all of this with them because not only is it fun and it can pass the time, but it's also great memories for your kids or your family members, whoever you are living with or surrounded by. And, you know, especially when nowadays with everything going on, it's, you know, the best thing you can do is to spend as much time as you can with the ones that you love. So don't let these cold winter or fall months stop you. It's always some great fun activities to do, and you don't have to just deal with the whole nature part. You can also be in the kitchen and bake up some pumpkin bread, pumpkin cookies, gingerbread man cookies, you know, decorate those. There's so many easy recipes. Like I made cookies in the summertime with only like 4 ingredients, not even, I think it was like 3 ingredients. It's so easy to do things nowadays because you can just search it on the internet. So don't let these cold upcoming months ruin the memories that you want to make for your kids or your family members. And the last thing on this list is to start incorporating some seasonal vegetables/fruit. And the reason why I wanted to add this to the list, I know it's super random, but it's a very healthy habit to pick up. And that is to go online and search what fruits and vegetables are in season as of right now. So when your next grocery trip happens, you can incorporate these into your meals because these are the items that are going to be cheaper at the grocery store because there's an abundance of it at the farms, such as corn. Corn is in season like crazy right now. We go for walks every day. Like I told you, there's like a couple miles down, there's a big cornfield, and it's a community one where you can just go in there and grab corn and, you know, go cook it at home. So corn is in season, pumpkin is in season, obviously. That is one of my favorites. Apples are in season. You can do apple picking, but they are also on sale at these stores. Carrots, turnips. I'm trying to remember the main ones in my head because, again, when I did work at the kitchen, we would have most of these fruits and vegetables, these seasonal ones, and, you know, in the kitchen because they were cheaper to have because there was abundance, like I said. So switch up your grocery list, make it a fall grocery list. And then when the winter comes, like winter months such as like December, January, look up again, like what are the seasonal vegetables for December and January, so your grocery list can technically be cut in half, but you're still eating very healthy. Like I said, seasonal food is cheaper, so keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that if you do go to these local farms, obviously wear your mask and gloves, but search for local farms that have a ton of produce because those are the farms that are going to sell you, you know, a pound of corn cheaper, or like, you know, they'll have deals like, you know, pick 10 apples, get 10 free, because these farmers do not want to see their hard work go to waste. So I used to do apple picking a whole lot more when I lived in the town that I lived in before. Here, I don't see apple picking as a big deal, but I do see cornfields like crazy. But again, just, you know, go through that little seasonal list. There's a ton of seasonal vegetables and pick which ones are your favorite and go by that when it comes to meal planning. Anyways, you guys, I really hoped you enjoy this healthy fall habit list. If you did, please make sure to throw a thumbs up down below, and I will catch you in the next one.